Yes, my friends, welcome back. As you can see, I'm still in cloud 9 right now. I'm still not really understanding what I'm seeing in life. Is this even real life? It's not really feeling like that because we're signing S-class football players. I've only ever known us to be signing D-list stars, E-list stars, whatever letter from the alphabet you want to use. We haven't been signing the top dogs, but under Todd Bowley, single-handedly, his vision for the club is so infectious. It's absolutely transformed how I'm seeing us right now. And this guy, if he says something's going to happen, he makes it happen. It's honestly, it's absolutely crazy. One of the most exciting projects in world football right now. And yeah, to think we've done the most important piece of business by signing Enzo Fernandez. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys a bit of like an analysis reaction so you guys can understand exactly how he's going to improve our game for this season. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button. Let's get 3k likes and sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Now, obviously, shout out to MAESTRO for making this comp. I'm reacting to his compilation right now. And yeah, I'm sitting here still not quite understanding that Enzo Fernandez is now our players. Not making sense, but bro, straight from the start of the compilation, I mean, straight away, outside the boot pass, first time. And this is a great introduction into who Enzo Fernandez is. I mean, this is one of his trademark passes, and I can see exactly why he gets like Modric comparisons because they both have to play like this. I mean, you know, you got the technique to create passes from angles that other players just can't create or can't see. I mean, look how it kickstarts moves. This is what we need from our midfield. This is what real creativity means in midfield. We miss someone that makes the pre-assists in the team, who kickstarts the moves that gets us flowing. We don't have that. That's why there's no like real rhythm to how we play or attack or you know, runs and stuff not being taken advantage of. But bro, like look, straight there, first time outside the boot pass. If that was one of our players, they're controlling that ball and they're passing it to the right back. That is what's happening right here. And how many guys have we had who are making those runs who don't get found? In the end, so you end up killing their game and their confidence. But everything changes now because we have a guy who plays with real purpose now and really moves that ball with purpose in Enzo Fernandez. Outside again. I mean, I absolutely love this comp too. I feel like Mo actually smacked it. I've watched it so many times actually, so I feel like I know exactly what's going to come. But you know, Enzo is not just a one-dimensional player. You know, he has the ability to take his man on. He's not going to utilize it all the time. I mean, he's in the team to influence with his passes, but in tight areas, he's got the 4 stars. He's got very good awareness of his surroundings and players coming towards him. Quick thinking, can dribble with both feet. I mean, oh, look at that play there. Like, you know that play? That reminds me of Cesc Fabregas. This is a typical Cesc move where, look how it starts. You see, like the ball's about to fall now. You already glanced behind him. You could see there's an opposition guy running towards him, but he also saw his teammate that would be free in the spaces there. So because Enzo Fernandez is a magician midfield player, here's what he does to take advantage. Boom. He uses the bounce of the ball to fool his opponent behind him. And that, look, he's in no man's land now. He can't do anything. He's out the game. But one pass like that, and he's instantly on the move to receive it again. And by the time he received it, he's already clocked that there's a pass to play in front to find the forwards. And that's how you're kickstarting attacks, because that is what your midfield players should be doing at an elite level. I think, for example, look at how Casemiro has really transformed Man United and the quality he brings from, you know, the first phase play. Enzo dominates first phase, second phase, and third phase as well too. Yeah, he's a special talent. Look how he's receiving from the centre backs. Like, he can play in the base, he can play on the right, and he can play on the left. He can play in a 2, and he can play in a 3. He can play in every position in midfield. He is a monster. But I mean, look at this play here, an example of his quick thinking and dribbling ability in tight spaces and areas. Took out 2 Juve guys like that. He absolutely dominated first Juventus in both games in the group stage. And look, plays the pass forward. He created something from absolutely nothing. And now his team eventually get rewarded. Now, this is why when you look at players, you cannot just solely judge them for stats alone. because you'll see in this compilation that if teammates took advantage of some of these, like, you know, Enzo Fernandez assists, he'd have like 10, 15 assists right now. His good play kickstarted this move, and it wouldn't have come otherwise. I mean, look at the quick thinking there. Like, you know that skill? I spam that skill in FIFA all the time, non-stop. Love that. Oh, classic game. Oh, what a game Holland versus Argentina was. I missed the World Cup so bad that it made me change my mind about thinking, oh, World Cup in the winter? That's doesn't sit right with me. Like, I don't know where that energy came from, but yeah. Rise to challenge, boom. Always looking to play forward. He's got that skill set. That's why a guy like this needs to have that stocky type of physique and that press resistance, because it's about creating the angles. It's about opening spaces up. Oh, plates. Like something like that there, just an instinct all the time to push the team forward. Like you'll see with Fernandez, anytime the ball is coming towards him, you'll notice in this compilation, you're going to see teammates starting to make runs in behind, you know, runs behind opposition teammates, etc, etc. But that's Enzo there driving up. From deep, he's receiving, plays that switch pass, which will probably play to like Reece James as the season's going on. But this cycle on Mbappe as well. Moments like this that typify Enzo Fernandez. He is a warrior. This guy is not afraid to slide in and make himself known in midfield. He leaves an impact there. He's not shy to move away from tackles. He gets stuck in them. At times, he does a bit too much, and it will definitely get bookings here. But I need my midfield to have some bite. And after seeing how many like performances this season where we've been out-muscled, bullied, dominated. I mean, you're talking to a guy that was growing up from Chelsea, watching guys like Lampard in his prime, Ballack, Essien, Mikel. We did not lose battles like that. When you came to Stamford Bridge, you knew you had one of the games of your life was on your hands. And we had monsters on that field who left the mark. And this is what Enzo Fernandez will bring back to our team. See, that's the great defending, and it kickstarts an attack. Again, how many tackles on Mbappe? Yeah, this tackle was a mad one. Boom. Keeps his surface area really wide then. 3 tackles on Mbappe. Just the reading. Oh. And everything's just like crunching in. It's hard. It's not soft. It's like an instant boom. Win that tackle so I can quickly play the ball forwards. Great defending. Yo, I can't believe he pulled this move off, you guys. It's gonna take me some time to really get used to this. Yeah, I'm not used to this. Like, we sign, you know, C-list, D-list guys. We don't sign S-class ranked football players. Yeah. But yeah, very good physique. I think he's like 5'11". I think that's like tall enough. Very stocky, you know, very big thighs, very powerful legs. See, like, I'd say when it comes to Enzo, he'll probably prefer to like intercept a bit more compared to being like you know, super you know, counter pressing. But he's played in counter pressing systems and teams, especially playing as a box-to-box mid. So he'd be, you know, kick-starting the press a lot of times. He has that in his game. And even though he'll probably start in the base of our midfield, I actually think that as the seasons go on, we'll probably see Enzo playing at the right-hand side of a midfield 3, where he can be the ultimate box-to-box midfield player of this generation. Ultimately, like, freedom to express himself in all 3 phases of the game. Yeah, that's mad. But I mean, it's stuff like this that I love this guy for, because, you know, how often are we playing these passes right and playing it quickly and playing it forwards? That's been one of the major weaknesses in our game now for the past 18 months. It's why we've become so predictable to so many teams, and that's why they don't fear us, and that's why they come here and they feel like they can get 3 points now. Not anymore. New team, new players, new rules now. But I mean, look right here as an example of the pre-assist abilities I'm talking about here. Look. Not this pass. This one right here. Look at his body positioning. It's like he's coming like on the side, right? His body is open up because he's already clocked that the fullback is making a running behind into free space. And from this angle, receiving the pass, he can play the perfectly weighted first time pass that will take out 3 players right now with that through ball. And then you're creating an attacking moment for your team, because then that encourages movement on the opposite side of the field. Like, this is what creativity really means for me, yeah? This is what I mean by needing players that have that pre-assist skill to their game. We have not had that in Cover and George. They're good players, they're not great players, and they don't influence the game with their passes. That is the one issue with both of them, and this is why we couldn't go to the next level. But with Enzo we can now, and that should have been a goal, as I was saying earlier. But again, look, a pass like this right here, my guy. If you're Mudryk here, this is why Mudryk was signed. I understand what Porter's doing now. This is why we've signed some of the guys we did. Mudryk's pace in behind, of course being isolated, you know, he's right by the touchline, in behind the opposition fullback, receiving through balls in behind from Enzo Fernandez. And it's just like to have that quality where your perfectly weighted pass is taking out 2 defenders. Because what's going to happen then is the striker in the middle, if you guys can see, in between 2 defenders right here, he's going to have an angle now to make a run and hopefully get on the end of this. That's how you're kickstarting creativity for your team and creating attacks here. Creativity isn't just playing like some mad Özil through ball 24/7. It's a lot more tangible than that. Again, nice ebb and flow every single time. You know, the pass is not overhit. It's not like forcing your teammate to change his direction or speed. Nice flow and tempo behind how you're moving and playing. That's what the very best teams should do, in my opinion. But here, Enzo dropped deeper to receive from the centre backs, which is something he can do. So he'll be the guy receiving from our centre backs, and then he'll push forwards. He'll help dominate in the middle, and then as we're really forcing teams back, he'll be there in the final thirds, and he'll have the chances to take shots outside the box, balls over the top, split defenses open with through balls, all that good stuff. Like, look, like the counter attacks now with Zhao and Mudryk and all of that. Like this pass here, this pass, not this one. This pass, this gives me David Luiz flashbacks, because I remember Luiz is like one of the best I've seen at playing this disguised reverse ball, and he would constantly find someone like an Eden Hazard in the half spaces further forward. Never got enough credit for that. But look, he's taking out 3 players with 1 pass, man. And I see our guys get into these positions like this. They get into these passing positions, but we don't have the guys from deeper who are good enough to play those passes when they should. That's the difference. That is ultimately the difference. I feel like he's going to be that brain in the team that's going to make sense of a lot of the running and movement and combination plays. The team have needed someone like this, and I love that Toppoli understood the assignment and knew, listen, this guy takes his team to a whole new level. We need to get him at any cost we can, yeah? Now look right here, straight ball over the top, perfectly timed. If you're Kai Havertz, you're waiting for that, and that guy there should have scored 3 times now, 3 assists. That should have been for Enzo. But look, from a dead ball situation, look, like that guy should have pressed him down a lot more. You need to do that with Enzo. Don't give him time and space, because then dead ball, boom, look at that technique then. Ball over the top, straight. And then there's always a guy on the far right, ready to receive a pass. But there, World Cup final, details like that. How many times have I seen a Mount or Havertz or Ziyech or so many guys in this moment overhit the pass time and time again? The difference to have someone, like I said, who affects all 3 phases. This is Enzo in the attacking phase. He has that composure and ability to still translate his game in the final third in the most pressurized moments. And he creates a moment where Argentina, of course, score. I think they equalize in this game. That is the power of having real world-class ability in midfield. But outside the boot from a dead ball, bro, come on. Like, he's taken our attack to the next level. I think the last time I saw any guy play a pass from that zone was when Mount, of course, made the assist for Kai in the Champions League final. But how many, we can count on our hands how many times we can see passes like that. And that's a bad thing. I've been saying, you know, if you watch the big teams, yeah, you watch Real Madrid, you're not seeing that pass play once throughout, what, over 10 games? That is regularly happening week in, week out. That is the difference we've been behind recently. Like, see, Enzo, like, come on. Great pass then to find, I think, it was that, I don't know who the hell that was at the moment then. But yeah, man, it's just like Alvarez. No wonder these guys had an amazing relationship, you know. Guys want to move, like Alvarez, and Enzo wants to find them. But just little details like that. Like, look at the body positioning there. This is why he can always play first time passes. That is, your skill set is on the next level if you're playing it first time, because opponents can't keep up with that speed. You can't cope. That mental thinking can elevate a team. Look, took out 2 guys straight away who are literally having to change direction right now. This is why you want to have guys that can play these first time balls. Look at these 2 guys, their position, they can't do nada right now. Rafa decides he wants to take a shot outside the box. But yeah, stuff like that too. A little simple through ball and behinds. The nice reverse ball, that composure you bring in the final third. I see Cover try and overcomplicate like his plays and movements in the final third, and it's just like, bro, what are you doing? Wasn't making sense. But I think this play here ultimately typifies Enzo Fernandez completely. Let me just give you a step-by-step breakdown behind why. So let me just pause it after this. Look at this situation here. Obviously, you've seen how it plays out, but let's apply this to what we've seen from our team over the past few seasons. Now, 2 things are happening here. 1, the pass is getting played out to the left. Or 2, the pass is going back to the number 5 on the screen. No one's playing it forward. You can see the positioning then of the striker, the Argentina forward, between the 2 defenders right there. We've seen Lukaku, Kai, so many of these guys in these positions, but the ball isn't coming. Now, if you play that pass there, that angle is getting closed down. So this is what Enzo Fernandez decides to do, because the first thing he's clocked now is, I've got like at least a good like 15 yards in front of me and no one's near me. Alright, cool. Boom, first touch, opens his body up, and now he's attracting the attention of, is it the Polish player towards him? Drop of the shoulder, instantly. The guy's off balance, he's out the game, he's done for. And now his defender behind on the right hand side is like, crap, what the hell do I do now? Like, I'm in a position where I've got a guy on the left hand side looking to make a run, but I've got Enzo driving into the space right now and no one's there to close it off. Now, the confusion there as Enzo is still carrying, and he's carrying, and he's carrying, and he's carrying the ball because there's purpose, because he is waiting for the angle to open up. He's in a situation now where Alvarez has escaped again in behind that defender. There's an opportunity to play a ball. But here's the thing with most players now, they're either playing the pass to the left-hand side because the angle to play the ball forwards isn't there. But Enzo Fernandez, he sees things in 3 dimensions. So here's what he does instead. Nice little clip. Death ball off the ground. Lands perfectly into the feet of Alvarez. First touch in front and an exquisite finish. Top right corner. That is Enzo Fernandez. That was a moment where there was nothing happening in the game right there, but he made something happen. And this is what I mean by the signature he leaves on his teams and how he makes his teams better. He makes these impossible moments come from nowhere. He doesn't play he plays the unorthodox pass. He has that type of control and vision in this game, and this is what's taking this team to another level. I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this. I've watched this guy for too long right now to not have 1000% confidence in terms of what he is bringing, and I feel like this guy can go down to be one of the great Prem-mids of this generation right now. I'm sorry. See Enzo right there? He used to play as a box-to-box mid at Defensia and River Plate playing on the right hand side, and you know, when he gets inside the final third, he has those instincts of a box-to-box mid where he can make a running behind, where, you know, he can take strikes and goal. He has great shooting technique. See, right now we're seeing examples of his great switch balls. That's going to be important for finding Reece James on the right hand side, Mudryk and Co. down the left hand side as well too. And it's just like, they're going to make even more runs now, because now the passes are going to be found, because Enzo plays like over 10 passes per game. Boom, from deep positions, that's a ball like, what, 50 yards to the left-hand side. He pushed your team all the way up. Right-hand side again, him and Reece James going to be having a great combination, playing together. I mean, let's look at the dip and how it comes down to. It's not floating in the air. It's not, you know, it's not a breezy ball. You know, it comes down straight away, and it's mostly easy to control. That's what you want from your midfield player who's dictating a game with real tempo control. Tempo control means you're passing over short, medium, and long distances, and you can speed the flow of the game up because you're a master passer. We have not had that. People have thought Cover and George are that. They're great players, but they're not those guys. But anyway, this goal versus Mexico. This is the game that announced him in the World Cup, to be fair. Because, yeah, when he came on second half in that game, they were a completely different type of team, actually. I mean, what a goal. Opens his body up and then just bends it round the keeper. One of the goals of the tournament. And see again here, look at the shooting technique behind this game. Kind of slices at the ball, hits it low and hard, away from the goalkeeper, boom, goal. That's it. Late man run inside the books, he's there. Like, if there's a drop ball in those zones, I want Enzo there, because I have full faith in this guy's shooting technique. But look at that little clip. Sorry, that was him making the run, actually. That was a great pass by Ramos, actually. But look, like this guy, I'm telling you, like he might start in the base of midfield for us this season, but you guys, now I'm going to wrap things up and keep things moving. Yeah, as you can see, I'm incredibly excited, and I hope I was able to give you guys some insight behind who Enzo is, how he plays, you know, what we can benefit from in the team from him as well too. So let me know if you figured something out or even noticed something yourself. And guys, on that note, I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Line TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.